ready for the challenge and I'm back from my trip, so now I can get back to work. I had itchy fingers while I was away. I was trying to relax and lay back and enjoy the quiet of my holiday, but I'll tell you, I have to keep busy. So I managed to take one class of um, mixed media at a local art gallery, and I also did a lot of painting with my watercolors on the beach of the view and the flowers and things like that, just to keep myself busy because I have to be crafting at all times. So, and nobody understands where I find time. That's all I do when I'm off. So, anyways, now for my challenge. And while I was away, I was thinking about different things that I need to challenge myself to do, things that I've kind of gotten away from. And when I first started into scrapbooking, I went to a class at a local craft or a scrapbooking store, and we did, I think it was a 12 hours that we were together, and we did 24 layouts. And so what I've gotten away from is doing scrapbook layouts. And I don't know if anybody else is the same way. You kind of progress into something new and then you forget about something that you used to do. So my challenge this week is to maybe do a scrapbook page. Now, a layout doesn't necessarily have to be on a 12 by 12 page. This is my new journal that I'm doing for the challenge, the January start of this journal challenge. And what I thought I would do is take some of the, like this is the one that I did last week, my favorite part. And so I've just put holes in it and I'm putting that right into my journal. And that'll just be one of the pages. But I also took some cards, like cardboard, and I'm going to cover that with paper, just probably white paper or something like that. And I'm going to do a layout of my holidays, and I'm going to do it on here. So this is only, what is the size of this? I think it's 6.5 by 8. 6.5 by 8 is the size of the pages. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to embellish it too much because it'll make it really thick, but I will use paper and I will do it the old-fashioned scrapbooking way, but I'm going to make my pictures much smaller. It's for me, it's not for everybody else because it's not what everybody else wants to see. So I'm going to do my scrapbook pages this way. And just put them in every once in a while because I know that I'm going to show you some of the scrapbooking that I started with and how it progressed to be more paper cutting and more creative, more like mixed media, but I wasn't putting the pictures in. And I'll show you that in a minute. I will show you some of my pages that I have created, but I never ever got photos into it. I had great ideas, grandiose ideas. I was going on holidays and I did underwater photographs for when my son was swimming and the pictures that I would take with him swimming. But I said, my challenge is to start doing a little bit more scrapbooking, even if it's in a different kind of realm. And this is for my journal. So every once in a while there'll be a photo page of something that I've done, and I'll add that to my journal. Instead of doing big scrapbooks anymore, I don't do it anymore. My son won't sit for a photograph. You can only put so many pictures of your dog into a scrapbook. Anyways, here we go. Alright, so when I started doing scrapbooking, this is the layouts that I did in the class. They're very, what do you want to say, graphic, I guess. It's just cut pieces of paper that are in rectangles. So nothing is like I would do it now, but this is how I learned. So we learned how to use the lettering, we used how to embellish a little bit. But as you can see, none of these got photos in them because they're not my favorites. They're not the type of ones that I like. Same with these type of things. Like the little embellishments were really cute and I got to use my Cricut and cut things out and make it go with the paper. But it wasn't really my style. So then I progressed into doing some of my own. And so when I did my own, I still kept with what I was taught, but it gradually progressed and it's kind of funny to see. This was cool. This is using Photoshop. I don't know if but this one was really cool too because it's a lot of dimension. It's popped up a lot. But what I wanted to show you was the newer ones that I got myself into doing. And that was cool because I got really into doing the backgrounds. And as you can see here, my Halloween photographs, these are the pictures of the boys and the girls because it was a boy and girl party. And then all the tags that I used for my food, I used in here. I just used them over again. I took pictures of things at the party, all my foods and my decorations, but I had so much fun putting together the decorations, or decorating the page, that it was a hoot, and that's what I started getting into doing more and more of. But it still wasn't as creative as I wanted to do, so this is where it starts to get kind of crazy. This one is an older one. That one is not my thing. I've got all these huge albums and nobody looks at them because I'm not overly thrilled with showing them off. So now it's sort of progressed to this. But here's the one that I love. This is the one that I did that was underwater. I did it intending to put photographs of my son when he was swimming at the beach. Excuse me, but I need to move the page. So this is what I'm talking about. This is what I enjoy doing. So it's a bit more of a mixed media than it is scrapbooking. And so I've kind of gotten away from doing these 12 by 12 layouts. And instead, this one's cool too. And the other thing about this is, if I can't get into it, but if you can, this moves. Like there's things in it that are interactive, and I can't do that with one of these type of pages. So I moved away from it and started doing scrapbook minis, because then I could get all my moving parts could then be used. So I think it's progressed in a good way. Now it's just a matter of getting back into doing it. But as you can see, as my son got older, most of the pictures of me are the dog. So it's a pretty boring scrapbook when it's of me and my dog. Well, I mean, I like pictures of me and my dog, but I don't want it to be only me and my dog. So that's my challenge. Try and get back to doing a little bit of scrapbook, however you want to add it to what you love to do now. And let's see some of the pages with photographs on it. Ciao. Bye.